This battle will not be won in days or months either. We need to steel ourselves for the long fight ahead.
In Poland, Joe Biden struck a defiant tone at the end of a trip where he met with leaders and refugees alike. But for a president focused on de-escalation, his final ad-libbed comments on Vladimir Putin were nothing short of provocative.
For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
With those words dominating headlines, a White House source quickly tried to clarify.
The president's point was that Putin cannot be allowed to exercise power over his neighbours or the region.
But the Kremlin took the comments at face value.
That's not for Biden to decide. The president of Russia is elected by Russians.
Meanwhile, the president elected by Ukrainians says the military support promised to his country is simply not enough. Again, warning NATO countries that Russian aggression will not stop at the water's edge.
This is all not only for the freedom of Ukraine, but for the freedom of Europe.
Overnight, airstrikes seem to prove Zelensky's claim. Near the Polish border, rockets hit fuel storage facilities in the once safe city of Lviv.
So we were inside the epicenter and we heard the siren, and then rocket just came and everyone left to the shelters.
In the country's east, Ukrainian forces have recaptured villages near both Mariupol and Kharkiv as the battle for the capital Kyiv is waged in surrounding suburbs.
There is no house anymore. It was bombed. 3 families used to live here. I can't say anything anymore.
But the humanitarian crisis is deepening. UNICEF says more than half of the country's 7.8 million children have now been displaced, and they may be the lucky ones. Many left behind in Mariupol said to be dying from starvation and dehydration.
They are fighting because they can't decide how to split power, and we are suffering. What kind of a life is this? Is that the old age we were hoping for?
Terrible scenes that don't get any better either as the time goes by. But that was a total beginner error there by Biden. He is the most credentialed president the United States has ever had when it comes to foreign stuff. He was the former chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee for the Senate. He was 8 years as a vice president under Obama, and that was a rookie error because he said Biden cannot remain in power, which only allows for 2 things. If he does remain in power, it shows that he's weak and doesn't affect the world. And if for some reason he gets removed from power, or there's an attempt to remove him from power, well, that's an American conspiracy that's being directed out of the White House. And that'll play badly in Russia. So a daft thing, no matter how much they try to row it back.